In this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can edit and create ads through your Facebook account. Check out our timestamps on the video where you can jump to each of the 3 sections. The first way is by boosting a post, which is done straight from your Facebook page. So we're on our Mobile Ireland Facebook page here and we can click the boost post. The second way is by accessing the business manager. And the third way is by giving access to an agency to manage our ads on our behalf. So let's jump in. To boost a post, what you need to do is go to your Facebook page and you can scroll down and you will see with each post, you will have the option to boost the post with a big blue button. Sometimes this may say boost unavailable. So Facebook has automatically decided some of your posts are not okay to advertise. So all of these posts look fine to create an advertisement. Okay, so we want to promote this laptop. So we're going to go in and we're going to click boost post. The goal that we want for this product is for someone to shop now, hopefully making a purchase with us. We want to bring someone directly to the product page. So what we'll do is we'll find our website product page. So for this ad, what we're going to do is we're going to bring people to purchase or to learn more about purchasing this laptop. Instead of bringing people to one page about the laptop, we're going to bring people to a category page, which has a few different options of laptops available here with a few different colors of the same laptop that we were just looking at a second ago. So we've copied that URL. We'll now paste it in here. Special ad categories are for people who are running ads about social issues or jobs. There can be other items to fall into that category. So just make sure that you are acknowledging if it's a special ad category. We then want to target a specific group of people who we can advertise to, not just to everyone who's on Facebook in Ireland or across the world. So for this example, what we will do is we're going to target 25-year-olds to 40-year-olds. We're going to keep a target area of Dublin in Ireland. And we're going to keep a 40-kilometer radius. So we now have 670,000 people we could potentially capture. We're then going to add in some detailed targeting, and you can use the browse button provided by Facebook, which will give you some options on how to break this down even further. What we're going to do ourselves is have a look at online purchasing. So they're engaged shoppers. The limitation that boosting the post does is we can add in some detailed targeting options like engaged shoppers, but what we really want here is someone who is based in Ireland in our age bracket, who is an engaged shopper, who also has interest in certain brands and certain behaviors. Well, what we're getting here is an option to add, let me show you here, so technology. So we're now targeting 480,000 potential people who are engaged shoppers or technology enthusiasts. Well, if we go to Business Manager, which you'll see further on in this video, you will be able to target an engaged shopper and who is also a technology enthusiast and who is also, let's say, look at the browse and we'll pick another thing to add into this. So life events, we want to say away from hometown. We're going to say someone who has just entered a new job. So we've got 3 different ways that we're targeting people, brings it up to 480,000 people. We're going to target the same setup in the advanced business manager and show you how many people that we're able to target. The boost post option does show us a option here to get ourselves into ads manager, which we do recommend to everybody. We're going to save this audience so we could use it again. So we're still on boost post. We've picked our our landing page where people click the ad and they will now land on that category page listing multiple products. We have now targeted people in Dublin with a 40-kilometer radius with an age breakdown of 25 to 40 years old and people who have behaviors and interests, who are shoppers, they have received a new job and they are technology enthusiasts. We could target people who like our page or people who like our page and friends of people who like our page, which are nice ways to start expanding. These can be nice ways to re-engage with people who are already understanding who your brand is, and people who like your page and their friends. That might be a good way to target a new business to help you expand reach. So when I get advertised for Mobile Ireland, it will say, Stephen and other friends of yours already like this page, would you also like the page? We can now pick the duration of our ad campaign, or we can pick an end date of the campaign, and we can put in a total budget of the campaign. So you can spend as much or as little, down to €1 per day on your ad campaign. You can pick your placements, so Facebook, Instagram, Messenger. Introducing a pixel. Again, we recommend getting yourself over to the ads manager so you can set up a pixel so you can link Facebook and your website. So when someone goes to Facebook, clicks on your ad, and they go to your website and make a purchase, that you're able to join those two dots. If you don't use a pixel or a different way to connect your website to Facebook, you won't understand what ad generated the sale for you. So then you won't know where to put your ad budget. So again, get yourself into businessmanager.com if you're running larger campaigns. If you're running small campaigns and you want to get a few extra likes and to test the waters, then this is a fun way to do it. Now, Facebook will prompt us to use a Facebook pixel and a different way of linking in with other businesses or other tools that allow us to use Facebook pixels. So we'll click Get Started, which will prompt the Facebook page pixel. In our case, we are using WordPress, and we are linking WordPress with WooCommerce, which is the e-commerce element of our WordPress website. So click WooCommerce integration, and you want to connect that up. Okay, so that's all you need to do. We're now looking at the second way to edit and create ads for your Facebook page. So go to business.facebook.com to access the advanced method to edit your ad campaigns for your business. On the left hand side, you do have a few options, and Facebook has merged a lot of the elements, like when customers send you messages, you can access your inboxes here. What we're going to do is we're going to click More Tools. This will then bring up Ads Manager. We'll click on Ads Manager, and it's going to bring us into the Advanced Business Manager element of Facebook Ads Manager. You then want to click the green Create button. This will allow you to create a new campaign, and there are 11 different ways for you to target your audience. You need to make sure that, are you targeting top of funnel, middle of funnel, or bottom of funnel? Are you looking to make people purchase your products? So make sure that you've got your Facebook pixel set up so you understand what ad is creating what conversion for your website. So today we're going to pick brand awareness. We'll then click Continue, New Campaign. So we can name this laptop ad campaign. We have no special ad categories. We're now going to click the A/B test. So we want to include a A/B test for your campaign, which again just helps you overall test what works and does not work for your ads. We also recommend using the Campaign Budget Optimizer, or CBO. This will allow you to create an ad campaign. In this case, we're creating a laptop campaign, and underneath it we are going to, or inside of that laptop campaign, we're going to create multiple ad sets. Each of those ad sets is going to work inside of the overall campaign. So the overall campaign we will give a daily budget to. We'll say this is a €10 daily budget, and then we're going to create multiple ad sets. One ad set will be our Facebook followers, another ad set will be website remarketing, for example. Another one will be targeting interests and behaviors. So what will happen is Facebook will have a look at the 4 ad sets that we create. They will then spend up to our daily budget for the entire campaign, and they will push the budget to each of the 3 ad sets, and Facebook will figure out where to assign the budget, figure out what is working and not working. So we're setting up the campaign to allow Facebook to take advantage of its large data to choose which ad set deserves more budget and what images and what creative also deserves more budget. We'll now click Next. So ad set, we're going to say laptops, Facebook, followers. We're going to start it today and leave it running continuously. We are going to ignore the audience section for our Facebook followers. I'll create one in a minute so you can see us being more specific about targeting using our earlier example of engaged shoppers. technology lovers, and someone who has a new job between the ages of 25 and 40. For now, we want to go to audiences, go down to the bottom where it has the blue text saying show more options. We are then going to click connections, hit edit, click the drop down, and now we've got a few additional options of the audience type that we can target. So people who currently like your Facebook page. We've got some other ones we're not going to talk about now, but they are good to use again. What we like to do when we're running large campaigns is we have one campaign that targets our followers, and all of the other campaigns exclude all of our followers. This helps us get rid of audience crossover and cannibalizing our own audience. So we're going to click people who currently like the Facebook page. We are going to keep the automatic placement recommendations for the minute. And we're going to, first we click the drop down for people who like our Facebook page. We're then going to put in our Facebook page name, Mobile Ireland, and this will assign all of the people who are connected to our Mobile Ireland account. Now we have under 1,000 people in Mobile Ireland, so Facebook is not going to give us a reading of how many people that is going to be available to be targeted. Once you start getting to 1,000 or less people, or if you put in complicated ways of targeting people, Facebook sometimes hides the audience size. So we'll click next. This will then bring you into the ad itself, which will allow you to advertise the product that we were talking about. So in this case, we would create an ad for the laptops. We would use a single image, and you can see the different variations of, or the preview of the variations of the ads. You'll see it on the right hand side. So in Instagram feed, this is how it looks. In the Facebook marketplace, in stories, you may want to use a different version with a larger image. We will then see the website events and creating some analytics tracking to help us link the two from Facebook to your website. We will now go up to the top left. You'll see the menu again, and we have already set up the laptop ad campaign, which will spend €10 per day. We will then have a look at an ad set, and we want to create a second ad set. So currently we're targeting people who follow our Facebook page, targeting laptop ads to our Facebook followers. Now we don't want to just target people who have already interacted with our business, so we're going to create an extra ad campaign. You will see the 3 dots in the menu. If you click that, this will then bring you up a new option to duplicate the ad campaign. So we're going to duplicate this. So first, what I recommend for you to do for each ad campaign is to create the ad campaign itself, then to create one ad set, and then create a few versions of the ad. So one version will be a still image, one image on its own. One version will be a carousel of images. Another one will be a product image. Another one will be a graphics image showing some nice graphical text on top of your image. This will mean that Facebook will look at the Facebook followers ad campaign, that push all of the creative out to that audience, and Facebook will decide which one is best for the ad campaign. Now, when you're happy with the different versions of your ads, that is when you come up to the left hand side into the ad set, and you're going to click the 3 dots and you're going to click duplicate. So you then have a duplicate of the ad set and the multiple creatives you have just signed off with your client. And this will now allow you to save on work. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the copy, and we're going to keep the words laptop, and we're going to say this is custom audience. I do like to put in names of what we're doing with this. So this is engaged shoppers 25 to 40. So these are the types of interests that we're targeting, the location we're targeting, and the age breakdown we're targeting, and the name of the campaign itself. We will then get rid of our old audience that we had put in there, and we're going to create a new audience. So we go edit the location. We've got Dublin, 40 kilometers. Age bracket is 25 to 40 years old, and all genders. Detailed targeting. This is where we're going to start breaking down the big difference from earlier. In the Boost post example, we were targeting 480,000 people, and now we're going to narrow that search down further. Engaged shoppers. Then we're going to, underneath the detailed targeting, you'll see exclude or narrow the audience. So if we want to target engaged shoppers and people who have other potential interests, then we can target more interests here by just targeting technology. You can be targeted if you're an engaged shopper, or you can be targeted if you're a technology person. So we'll get rid of that. And below the search box, we are going to click narrow audiences. Okay, so now we've got engaged shoppers and who match the following criteria. So this helps us be far more specific, more sniper-like rather than targeting everyone. So we're going to say interests of technology. This has now brought us down to 160,000 people. We're going to narrow further and add in new job. Okay, so now we've got people who are engaged shoppers, technology, and a new job. And this has brought our potential audience from 480,000 people from Boost Post to under 1,000 people. Now we can expand on this if you don't want to be as specific. When you bring down your audience size to a smaller and smaller number, your cost per impression and cost per click usually do go up. If you target a bigger audience, it allows you to target more people for cheaper, but it's still the main thing that you should be looking for is the cost per acquisition. How much did it cost me to make €100 in revenue? What is the gross profit for my business? Is doing the small targeted method the best way, or is the bigger method the best way for you to advertise to people? And you do need to A/B test. And that's why we're setting up an A/B test here on its own, targeting people who follow our page, people who are through detailed audiences, and we'll add on additional ad sets as we go and different campaigns to help us target and find out what is working best for our ad campaign. We're going to save this audience. When you're saving an audience, you should go up to the top, copy your ad set name, go back down and click Save This Audience and paste in your audience name. I don't know why Facebook doesn't do this automatically, but there you go. Audience name, Facebook, engaged shopper, technology, people in Dublin, 25 to 40 years old. I'm going to save that. And Facebook is identifying, saying that this audience is too narrow. So what you could do is you can set it up, run it for a few days and see what the results are like. Sometimes this notification isn't perfect and it may still run the ads perfectly fine for you. If you are looking to have a larger campaign, then absolutely remove some of the detailed target audiences and get this number to 10, 20,000 people. In our case, we're just doing this for an example. And we'll click publish. Okay, so Facebook has come back saying that the audience is too narrow. And once we hit publish, they are showing us that there is an error and we need to fix that error. So you can view the details of the error on the bottom right. It's saying audience is too narrow, broaden it to allow it for us to target people, otherwise your ads won't run. So we'll go back into the targeting, and what we'll do here is we're going to target. Okay, we are being prompted by Facebook to say the audience is still being too small. So what we're doing is we're adding in Ireland and the United States to show how big the audience size is. And it gives you a breakdown of what audience you're targeting. So we've got 11,000 potential people our ads will reach, targeting people in Ireland and the US, 25 to 40 years old, who are engaged shoppers and who are technology buffs and who Facebook sees as having a new job recently. We're going to hit update. We're going to change the name first, Ireland and USA, and click Save as New and hit save. Get rid of the errors, click publish, and we now have two ad sets set up where we can target different people. So in our example, we showed the key difference that I showed you in this video is that if you boost a post, you are able to target multiple interests and behaviors of people. But if you are looking to spend a decent budget and you wanted to have more control over your ad campaign, that you should narrow your search down. In our example, we showed targeting people in Dublin who are engaged shoppers, technology lovers, and new job, 25 to 40 years old, that would bring out 480,000 people. But in the advanced method, it brings it down to under 1,000 people. So do have a look at the Business Manager to control your ad campaigns. The third way for you to run an ad campaign is to get an agency or someone to help you manage your ad campaign for you. Instead of you running your own Business Manager, you may hire an agency who will then run the ad campaign for you. So in that case, the agency will have two options. Either they will get access to your current Facebook Business Manager, or they will create a brand new Business Manager on your behalf, and they will run ads and they will control everything that they are doing for you, and they will be able to send you reports. This allows you to sit back, have a look at the analytics and understand what is working. Check out our other videos where we have a look at how you can give access to your Facebook Ads Manager, giving up control where you get someone else to do the dirty work, the ad creations. I hope this video has helped breaking down your ad campaigns into bite-sized chunks. Check out our other videos and let us know if you have any questions in the comments.